And I think, Mary, you're going to move us. We've been doing a little bit of Shakespeare. I think you're moving us now into idioms and figurative usage of language.
Yes, Janet, we've accepted words from other languages. There's words that come from the past that have now changed. And now we're going to look at some idiomatic language, idioms, and how it's been used. Right, now Janet, we're going to look at body parts and see how body parts create idiomatic expression. Now I like the example, to live in the lap of luxury. Now if you don't understand what it means, I'm sure you can find it in the dictionary. Let's see if, Janet, if there is idiomatic expression in...
So I should look, you think I should look up lap or luxury?
Look up lap first and we'll see what it means, and then we'll look up luxury.
So what I'm doing is I'm choosing what I think is a key word in the phrase. Under lap, it's got to drop or dump something in somebody's lap, to drop or fall into or land in somebody's lap. And guess what, Mary? There it is.
Right.
In the lap of luxury.
Yes. And it says there in very comfortable and expensive conditions. So that's what it means. And then it talks about living in luxury, having a better life, and eating caviar and French wine, etc.
And Mary, it's figurative because it's moved from a lap, as in somebody's lap,
sitting on the lap,
to a figurative usage. So the idiom goes from my lap, which is here, into the lap of luxury, as if you were sitting in somebody's lap and they were looking after you. Okay, so it's idiomatic and it's figurative.
And it's figurative
so
as well.
Mary, are idioms therefore always a figurative usage of language?
Yes, they are always figuratively used.
Give me another one. Let's see what else I can find.
I like the one, to keep your head above the water.
All right.
So I'm not sure if you're going to look up head first or water.
I'm going to look up head.
Head, probably head.
If you look at a dictionary, there is the head word. So it tells me that head is on this page. So I go down this page and I find head down here. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it says plus phrases. So I think what I'm going to do is turn over the page and see if I can't find the phrases at the end of this section. Mary, there are so many. Bang or knock or hit somebody's heads together. To be, which one did you want me to look up?
To keep your head above water.
Oh, well, can't we just use to be in over your head?
To be in, yes, maybe the matriculants when they are writing exams.
Oh, okay.
To keep a cool head, I see there.
Right. Somebody's head in, head to toe. I want head above, head round, head, go over your head. Big swollen head, Mary. I've got a swollen head.
There we have it.
There's a head for height. Can you see head above water?
Yes, just if you go to number 2, there. You will see here, right below it, yes.
But notice how many there are, grade 11. There are really so many, but this...
Quite a few.
Mary's right. There it is, Mary. Keep your head above water. And again, it's informal.
To manage, to live, or keep business working, even though you are not earning much money.
And then notice, when they want it as particularly British English, then they'll tell you in this dictionary BR English, and it tells you informal. So it's still figurative. So notice, so many learners think that figurative language is only in Shakespeare, such as we've just done. We use figurative language all the time. So informal, colloquial language has figurative language. Mary, another body part.
Another one I'd like to talk about is your nose, to look down your nose.
At someone.
At someone, yes.
Right. So let me look up nose. I find nose. At the end, again, in this dictionary, at the end of the references, they start giving you all these expressions. Have a good nose, no skin off my nose.
And there we have, keep your nose clean, to look down your nose. To look down your nose at, to behave in a way that shows you think someone or something is not good enough for you. She looks down her nose at most men. Now this lady obviously has a problem. She is not very comfortable with men and looks down. They obviously either don't earn enough money for her, or she has other issues.
Very snooty.
Yes, very, very snooty. I'm sure many of our learners have this, grade 11s. I'm sure many of your parents, when you arrive home late, they raise their eyebrows at you.
And I'm going to look up eyebrows. I think I'm going to try eyebrows rather than raise, in the hope that it's
we'll
more
find.
obviously UVWXY. There are lots of X's. That it's more obvious under eyebrows than it would be under raise.
Under raise, yes.
Right, I've got eyebrow. There it is. It's in red there, and there it is, to raise your eyebrows.
To make your eyebrows go higher, for example, because you are surprised, sometimes surprised or angry, he raised his eyebrows in disbelief. There's another example they have there. There were raised eyebrows used for saying that people are shocked, surprised, or annoyed at something.
I would go for shocked or surprised rather than annoyed. Notice here, I accept that it's in the dictionary, but for me, raised eyebrows is surprise. Good heavens, this is what's going on at your place. So for me, rather than annoyed. But remember, you can disagree with the dictionary. A number of students think you can't, but you can say, that's not really how we're using it at the moment, or not how I am accustomed to seeing it being used. Remember, dictionaries reflect how people use the language. A word gets into the dictionary when enough people are using it in a particular way. So you can look at it and say, but in my community, we're sort of using it like this.
Yes.
And then say, maybe that'll be reflected in the dictionary in a few years' time. Because we were talking about new words, figurative usage, how words are coined, and how words come into the language. It's one of the ways that it happens.
That's why I would, in my culture, we would accept annoyed as an example, because many mothers do not speak, so they use their body language, and they don't want to be too angry, so they raise their eyebrows at you when you walk in late. So that is also a sign of annoyance. In the last 2 lessons, we looked at dictionary skills, and we hope that it will help you with your reading, spelling, and writing. So from me, Mary, goodbye.
And from me, Janet. Bye-bye.
Summary. In this lesson, you learned that languages borrow from one another. Understood that coining a word is when a word is made up by a person. Learned that an idiom is a group of words which has a different meaning when used together from the one they would have if you took the meaning of each word individually. Discovered that a thesaurus is a dictionary of synonyms.